So we're going to talk about Matthew 7:1. This will be a long video, and I'm sick. I'm doing this video anyway because I've been so slammed at work I haven't had hardly any time to breathe, which is probably why I'm sick right now. But I've wanted to get something out to you for some time, actually a bunch of things out to you. So here we go. The ESV current version of the ESV, the Mandela version, the Mandela Effect version of Matthew 7:1, judge not that you be not judged. This really weird kind of double negative version that's difficult to even say. This is not a new Mandela Effect by any means, but let's look at it and see what it can tell us about what's going on. I said, for my title, this screenshot shows Lest You Be Judged on August 9th, 2016. So I have tended often to title my screenshots so that in case something changes in the document or the screenshot, then I can refer back and say, oh, well, that's what happened. This proves nothing to anybody. And of course, there's so many shysters on the net that, probably a ton of people won't believe me, but oh well. Judge not that you may not be judged. This appeared just this morning. So when I got ready to do this video, this still said, lest ye be judged. Here we have from the collected works of Lincoln, there's a letter that Lincoln wrote, and he concludes with, judge not, lest ye be judged. Well, Lincoln, being a politician, reaching out to his constituency, the entire United States, would have, of course, used the most commonly read Bible, or version of the Bible, rather, in the United States. Okay, so that would have been some flavor of the KJV. But here's something interesting. Emanuel Swedenborg, pretty famous, and he's got judge not lest ye be judged in here, and luckily it even says Matthew 7. Budge not that ye be not budged. Okay, so that's the same pattern as judge not that ye be not judged. This used to say, budge not lest ye be budged. Here it still says, fudge not lest ye be fudged. Okay? So when I first did the screen grab, it was only the first actual Bible quote that used that ye be not. Okay. There were tons and tons of congressional documents that quoted Lincoln's second inaugural address, which is different than the other Lincoln quote, which was from a letter in which he paraphrases Matthew 7:1, but let us not judge lest we be judged. Okay? Congressional record, final report, battlefield of Gettysburg, or others. There were thousands of books when I first did searches with the judge not lest ye be judged. Okay, thousands of books. I wanted to show you also the Lincoln birthplace. Okay, at the Lincoln birthplace, if you don't want to rely on Congress, or we don't want to rely on Congress only, the Lincoln birthplace also, you'd think they would know. So one thing that's interesting about these Mandela effects is something I call duples, where there's duplicitous text. In other words, some of the text has become duplicitous. Here we have lest ye be judged. This is not anything to do with Lincoln here. Judge not, preaches on the text, judge not. It says, judge not that ye be not judged, on the same page. Here, I'll zoom in. I'll get a zoomed in bit. This is the same. This is just below. So it says, lest ye be judged. But then here it says, that ye be not judged. Okay. So that's just more. I could have shown 100 gazillion examples. Okay, let's go to the next. Here we go. Here's another duple. So here's an example. In contrast to almost all the congressional documents which say lest, these say that we be not. I mean, this one says that we be not. But then down here, the author talks about comments on the address and then says, but Lincoln cautiously adds, referring to the Bible passage, obviously, judge not, lest you be judged. Matthew 7:1. So he's using the lest form as if that was what Lincoln was paraphrasing. Okay, now finally, we get some really fun stuff. Okay, let's go up to this one first. This was from a blog with a very well-researched and articulated commentary. We'll see a person with a tattoo later with a very different take, but still very rationally stated. And in each case, there's this really bizarre conflict, a duple in each case. Here we have Matthew 7:1. And notice it says ESV. Okay, so it's from the ESV. But judge not, lest you be judged. Judge not, lest you be judged. Judge not, that you be not judged. Here's the full quote of what Jesus said. I mean, really? This person did not make this kind of incredibly bizarre mistake. Judge not, lest you be judged. And I'm going to try to finish here, even though I'm coughing. I apologize. I'm not going to have time to edit. I'm sick. I got a big week at work next week. But this is pretty darn telling. I want to get this out to you. So here we go. I've really wanted to get various videos out to you. I've just been so slammed. Okay. This woman got it tattooed on her neck. Don't worry, it's not actually crooked. Just the awkward twisting result. Trying to take the picture. She loves the verse. But like many verses people like to quote, few people read the rest of it. Judge not that you be not judged. Really? Somebody is going to get a tattoo and they don't know the Bible verse? Well, she does know the Bible verse. This changed. Not only would she have to not know the Bible verse and get it tattooed, the tattoo artist, none of her friends saying, hey, you know what? It's really that you be not judged. Not only would that have to be the case, but then she would be making a blog showing her tattoo and then saying, okay, but let's look at the rest of the quote. And here she gives the quote and whoops. Really? This is very similar to the lion and lamb situation where you have, commentary on it, and people are talking about lions and lambs, as in that video I did about a few weeks ago. Okay, there you go. I will get better. I'm not going to bother editing this video. I'm just going to get it out to you now.